Reading stories in a pine grove is fantastic, but today I'd like to go to the beach. Wow, I'm at the beach, and I have different clothes on, and I probably have switched sides. That's awesome. Let's read a story. This story is called Superworm. Woo! It's a classic amongst our students. Sorry if there's some wind shear going on. We'll toy with the audio later, perhaps. Superworm is super long. Superworm is super strong. Watch him wiggle. Watch him squirm. Hip, hip, hooray for Superworm. Help! Disaster! Baby Toad has stopped on a major road. Someone help him, quick! Oh no! Look, a Superworm lasso. Great thinking, Superworm. The bees are feeling bored today. They need a nice new game to play. Cheer up, bees, no need to mope. It's Superworm, the skipping rope. Beetle's fallen in the well. Is she drowning? Who can tell? Not to panic, all is fine. It's Superworm, the fishing line. Hi, Sunny. My dogs have joined me.
They're listening
For the
to
reading.
the story.
Then toads and beetles, bees and bugs, brother snails and sister slugs, Uncle Earwig, Auntie Ant, clap and cheer and chant this chant. Superworm is super long, Superworm is super strong. Watch him wiggle, see him squirm. Hip hop hooray for Superworm. It was hip hip hooray. I added a hop in there. Sorry, author. And this is by Julia Donaldson and Axel Scheffler. Just want to let you know. Back to our story. The chant is carried on the air to Wizard Lizard in his lair. He mutters in his servant's ear, find that worm and bring him here. The servant crow is black and grim. Everyone is scared of him. They all let out a fearful shriek to see their hero in his beak. Oh no! The wizard waves his magic flower. Now, Superworm, you're in my power, and you must tunnel, writhe, and coil to find me treasure in the soil. Superworm is very cross to have a lizard as his boss, but when he tries to slink away, the wizard's magic makes him stay. I am frozen by the wizard. Just kidding, just Superworm is. No big deal. For days he tunnels, twists, and whines, but all the treasure that he finds is 2 small buttons, half a cork, a toffee, and a plastic fork. The lizard flicks an angry tail. Have one last try. If you fail to find the treasure down below, I'll feed you to my hungry crow. Look at all that treasure. The crow is flapping through the night. Everyone looks up in fright. They see him perch upon an oak and listen to his dreadful croak. Superworm is good to eat. Superworm's a special treat. He'll be juicy, fat, and firm. Hip, hip, hooray for Superworm. Action quickly at the double. Superworm's in frightful trouble. We must help him if we can. We must hatch a cunning plan. Ooh. The garden creatures leave their home, carrying a honeycomb. They jump and fly and creep, crawl and creep, and find the lizard fast asleep. They chew the petals off his flower to rob him of his magic power. The caterpillars fetch some leaves, while busily the spider weaves. The web is strong, the web is tough, the web is plenty big enough. Then up the bees and beetles fly and lift the web into the sky. Oops, I missed the bottom. The wizard wakes. This isn't funny. I'm wrapped in leaves and stuck with honey. Oof. Then up the bees and beetles fly and lift the web into the sky.
Sunny's listening to the story.
Look, Sunny's sitting.
Sunny.
Wow, that is great. You're a good listener, Sunny.
I'm listening to the
Bo
story.
is as well.
Bobo.
Good job. This is the place, and bang, crash, thump, the wizard's in the garbage dump. And now from somewhere underground there comes a distant rumbling sound. The earth begins to heave, and then Superworm is back again. Look, we got some ducks in the background. Mergansers, perhaps. Superworm, the swing, the slide, the hula hoop, the fairground ride. Superworm, the belt, the hat, the crane, the train, and the acrobat. Wow, he's very talented. Then toads and beetles, bees and bugs, brother snails and sister slugs, Uncle Earwig, Auntie Ant, clap and cheer and chant this chant. Superworm is super long, Superworm is super strong. Watch him wiggle, watch him squirm. Hip hip hooray for Superworm. Whew, the end. This book was dedicated for Leo. Thank you for joining me at the beach. The woods are nice, but sometimes the beach is nice too. So get out there and read a book or two. Yes. Bye.